Hey you guys, in today's video I'm going to do a makeup look with some new items I have purchased recently and some items that are not too recent but they're still fairly new, and I am very excited to share that with you, as I always am when I'm trying new makeup. So let's start giving you like a preview or a heads up. What I'm going to be trying today is a reformulated Clé de Peau Radiant Cream, or the new Radiant Cream foundation and concealer, and also some new items from Olivia Palermo. It's my first time that I try that brand and I can't wait to try it. I'm going to start with, of course, with the Radiant Cream foundation in broad spectrum SPF 25 sunscreen. The shade that I picked up is I-10 Very Light Ivory. I do have the other one, the previous one, in the same shade, and it was a pretty good match. Hopefully this is a good match as well. Main differences that I see, well, the packaging is different, and also that this is SPF 25 and the previous one is SPF 24. I don't know how, you know, one SPF difference. I'm gonna be swatching them in the back of my hand, both of them, just a little bit to compare them, to see if I see any differences. I won't be comparing them in my face, not today, maybe in a future video. If that's something that you want to see, let me know in the comments below and I'll gladly oblige and do that for you. So on the left is the new one and then on the right is the previous one, and I could tell off the bat that the shades are a little bit different, and the new Radiant Cream foundation is more creamier and it's a little bit more coming down very slowly. It's not like liquidy, but it is a little bit more liquidy or more creamy than the previous one, and the shades are a little bit, just a little bit different, a little bit. So I'm gonna swatch it. The previous one is more like a cream, more thicker, I mean, and then the new one is more liquidy. So there you can see it's a little bit different, and it's a little bit more radiant than the previous one. So let me swatch or swipe off the old one so I won't mix them up, and I'm gonna start applying it on the skin. I did have some on my finger, so on the back of my hand, so I'm gonna use that up. It looks like it's gonna be medium coverage and it's a little bit wider than my skin, paler than my skin, but we'll make it work. I'm going to apply it on one side of my face to compare it with the other side. Again, it looks like it's going to be medium coverage. I like light coverage, and medium coverage I could tolerate. I think I picked up too much. I forgot to mention the details. It's made in the USA. I thought it was made in Japan. And it is less than 1 fluid ounce. It's 0.88 ounce. It's smaller than what we're used to. Oh, I'm applying the foundation with, of course, my Beekeeper Beauty 101 foundation brush. I feel that it's taking a little bit longer to sink in or be absorbed by my skin, and if I streak it like that with my brush, you'll see the streak marks. Now, not so much, because there you see, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but it is kind of streaky. So I'm gonna have to set it in with a powder. It's a little bit lighter than what I would prefer, but it's not that bad. So you see how compare both sides. It does have a beautiful coverage, like it does cover all my little red spots, and it still has some shine, some radiance here on my cheek area. So yeah, pretty good. I'm gonna do now the other half and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I did use a little bit on the right side because I think I went a little bit too much on the left side, or my left side, but it'll be your right side, and I thought, well, maybe that's what's causing the streaking. But when I applied it on the my right side, which is your left, it was still a little bit streaking here on my cheeks, but I was patient and I buffered it out. I blended it in with my brush, and it's a little bit sticky, so I'm gonna set it in with powder. But I gotta bring up that it's a little bit like accentuating my dry patch down here. It's not really it's not doing a lot to my pores. Like, they look like normal. It's not accentuating my pores, but it's not erasing them either or covering them. So actually, when I look even closer, it just sinked into my pores. So it didn't really, like, what's the word, I can't remember right now, but it didn't like cover my pores. It's just sank into my pores. I don't know if the camera is gonna pick it up. I'm gonna lean it forward so you guys could see like how the foundation just went inside my pores instead of, what's the word, because I forgot right now, I'll remember later when I'm editing. It's not really like buffering out my pores. And then it's a little bit creasing here on the around my nose and around my lip area. Not a huge fan. It's like not the worst. Nothing's gonna beat the Hermes tinted balm or whatever that thing was called. Nothing's gonna beat that, I think. But this one is not my favorite. I had high hopes because I do like everything I tried from this brand, but I don't know. Maybe I just gotta let it sit for a while, and maybe it'll get better with time. I'm gonna set it a little bit around the eyes with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. It's not new, so I'm not gonna talk much about it. I'm just gonna pick up my BK Beauty 102 brush and then pick up some of that powder and just put it over a little bit over my eyes just to set it in a little bit. Just went ahead and whatever's left. So there is the foundation. Now we're gonna move in with a concealer. This is what it looks like. It's the concealer in broad spectrum SPF 25 sunscreen. I do gotta say that the packaging is really beautiful, very luxurious. The shade I picked up is 1 Ivory. It's 5 grams or 0.17 ounce, and it's also made in the USA. Oh, and it's a stick concealer, which I'm not usually the fans of this. So instead of applying directly into my skin, because I do have dry skin, and I think if I use it directly under my eye area, it's gonna crease and it's not gonna blend well. So I'm gonna get some on my finger, my ring finger, and use it like that and apply it like that. Not bad. It's creamier than what I thought it was gonna be. I want to pick up a little bit more here for my outer area and some over my eyelid, and it's gonna serve like a primer in a way to whatever eyeshadow I'm gonna put on. I wish it was a little bit more brightening, but it's not bad compared to the other one. It does have nice coverage, not full coverage, and I think it's a little bit yellow. I like it to be brighter, but you know, it's alright. It's not bad. Concealer is done. I'm gonna be testing it for a few hours, and I'll let you guys know in the pinned comment if it creased up or it did anything funky. I'll let you guys know. I'm not liking how the foundation is like accentuating my fine lines here. I'm not liking this foundation, and I haven't seen a review of it yet if other people like it. I don't know, maybe it's just me because I have dry skin. Maybe it's better for people with normal skin or with oily skin. I don't know, but for me, I don't know, I don't like it. I like foundations to be luminous and very moisturizing, and I just feel like this just dried up my skin a little bit. But it feels very light. It feels really good. I mean, it doesn't feel heavy or uncomfortable. It feels nice. Alright, let's move on. I was thinking of applying bronzer and highlighter and blush and all that, but I think I'm going to skip it because I really want to test how this foundation performs on its own. I don't want anything to be affecting it. So I'm just going to get right into the eyeshadow and the lipsticks. I purchased the new Olivia Palermo Regalia. Let me show you the packaging because I think the packaging is so pretty. Green is my favorite color, and this is a beautiful shade of green. It's like a sage, a light sage. And the packaging of the eyeshadow and the lipstick is one of the most luxurious packages that I've seen in a while. Look how beautiful that is, and it's heavy, which I like. And it has like it looks like those chain necklaces, and it's all over like that, except in the middle where it tells you that the names of the shades, and it's made in Canada, 0.25 ounce or 7 grams, and the shelf life is 12 months. Oh, I didn't mention the shelf life of the foundation. It doesn't say. It probably said it in the box, but it doesn't say here on the packaging. At least I don't see it. So this is the Olivia Palermo eyeshadow. Let me open it up. It does say her name right here on top of the there it is in green on top of the clip. It's really easy to open, and it closes on its own, but it does hold its position once you open it. It's not gonna fall on your finger. So here's what really nice size mirror, and this is the palette. Beautiful. It has 1 matte, 4 shimmers, and what looks like a pressed glitter or something of that sort. It is very pretty. I am gonna swatch it now on the back of my hand to show you, and also to show myself because I haven't touched it, swatched it, or anything. Oh, and they feel so soft. Alright, so these are the shades. That brown one is the only matte of the palette. Look at that gold and green and that bronze color, copper, whatever it is, bronze. So beautiful, and they feel really soft on the touch. So since there's only one matte in the palette, that's the first one I'm going to use as a crease, to apply it on the crease. I'm going to be using for the first time. I got two new Sonia G brushes, the worker one and the Blender Pro. Add two more to my collection. I think just because it'll make my life a little bit easier. I'm gonna get the Blender Pro first and pick up that matte. I don't know if it has fallout because I haven't tried these shadows yet. I haven't heard anything negative about them. I'll test it out for myself. It does have some fallout on the pan. I'm gonna start really slowly since it's my first time using this palette, and I don't want to have fallout on my face. So I'm gonna apply some of this on the crease. It is darker than what I would like for a crease color, but that's alright. We'll make it work. Just gonna go right here with my creases because I do have hooded eyes, so I like to go a little bit higher, and then go a little bit here on the lid with the same brush without picking up anymore. I'm gonna just work here on the edges to smooth it out, buffer it out. This brush blends beautifully, and the shadows blend themselves really nice as well. I just want to blend this area right here. There we go. So pretty. And I only went to the pan once. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera. I think I'm gonna pick up with the worker one, which is a more compact brush. I thought it would hold this place, but it holds this place when you have it open, but if you bend it over, it's gonna close. So watch your fingers because it's heavy, so it's gonna pinch you. I think I'm gonna go, I don't know, should I pick up some of that green? I'm gonna pick up some of that green and then apply some of this on the inner half. I don't think I'll be able to use all the colors today. I could use these two on a separate look because they're both beautiful and I think they go really well together. I'm gonna work with this on the outer half and then a little bit of this in the inner half, and then I'll use this as the inner on my tear duct area, and I'll apply some of the matte under the waterline because I don't like to apply too much shimmer under waterline. So let's work with that. It shouldn't be any fallout because it's more of a shimmer, but again I'm gonna go really slowly. I think I'm gonna work from the outside in, get some with the tip and apply it here on the crease. With that same brush, without picking up any more product, I'm gonna blend out here the edges, take out some of that green. I think I went a little bit too in trying to blend it out, but now I'm gonna go with my finger and I'm going to pick up this color. I'm gonna get my middle finger because my nail is shorter than that finger. So soft. Look how pretty that is. Oh, and then I'm gonna go right here in the inner half. Oh yeah. I think like any of these colors, especially the shimmers, just by itself, you could use it all over the lid, one color, and you're good to go. They are stunning and so soft. Yeah, that's a little bit too dark. It's alright to make mistakes. I mean, it's not written on stone, you can always fix it. So don't worry if you make a mistake, which I do from time to time. I just think I thought it was gonna be like more brighter, not as dark, but this is pretty dark. But I'm thinking of something that might fix it. I'm going to pick up a clean brush. I'm gonna use this one from Sonia, not Sonia G, BK Beauty A503. First I'm gonna buffer this area out a little bit more, and then I'm gonna go back here and buffer out the edges. I think what I want to do is I'm gonna pick up this color right here, and maybe that would lighten up a little, the area. I think this will make it much better because it's gonna lighten up the inner half of my eyelid. I do have to say that they're super soft. What do you guys think? Is it a little bit too much? I think it might be a little bit too much. I'm gonna clean off the brush just a little bit because I want to keep on buffering out this area right here. Okay, so what do you guys think? I'm not like 100% loving it because it's a little bit darker than what I'm used to. I think I'm gonna go back with that green just to go back to the outer half because the green kind of got lost. So I'm gonna put just a little bit here. It's such a gorgeous color that I don't want to leave it out. Just here in the crease and the lid. I think next time I wear this palette, I'm just gonna use 1 or 2 shades. I'm gonna go back and buffer out here. And then maybe instead of using the brown matte in the bottom, I'll just go straight up with the green. I forget about the brown. It's not completely bad, it's just a little bit darker than what I'm used to. It's more intense than what I'm used to. I'm gonna grab a tiny brush or a smaller brush and go back with that matte again, really lightly, and do the waterline. Okay, that one worked. So now I'm gonna do the other eye off camera. I'll try to see if I could match it and then come back to try a new mascara that I forgot to mention in the beginning, but a new mascara, and then try her new lipsticks to see how they look. I'll be right back. So the mascara I want to try, I picked this up in Nordstrom. It's the Clinique High Impact Zero Gravity Mascara from Clinique. It's the same packaging as the foundation and that line that came out with. So I wanted to try it just because, to try a new mascara. Why not? This is what it looks like. Not a very luxurious looking kind of mascara, but that's alright. What I look for is a mascara that opens up fans out my lashes and lifts them up. And this is what the wand looks like a half moon. And the brushes look pretty soft, which I like. They don't look plasticky, which just I don't like it. They're uncomfortable. It hurts my lashes. So let's start applying it. I am going to start with my left eye, which is usually the prettier one, or the one that works out the best. It says in the box that it is 24-hour lifting formula, so I won't be testing it for 24 hours, but I will have it on for a few hours, and I'll let you guys know in the pinned comment again if the mascara lived to its promises. There are the lashes on the mascara on my left lashes. Probably won't be able to tell because the shadows are dark, and you won't be able to see the mascara, the lashes, but it does give me a really beautiful lift. I forgot to mention that on the left eye, what I did is instead of using the matte eyeshadow, I skipped it and I just went right into the green, and I think it looks better, a little bit better, and it was easier to apply. I just did some of that green and then the other shades on the top, just like I did on the right eye, and I think it's a prettier look. On the right eye, my right eye, it looks a little bit more messy, but then I'm not going anywhere, so it doesn't really matter. But I got to try it, so now I'll do my right eye. All right, there you go. I'm really liking it. So now we're gonna go into the lipsticks. I picked up 2 shades. Poppy, I remember that one, and the other one is Santa Fe. I'm trying to use my memory. Santa Fe and Poppy, they're the matte lipsticks. They are 3.5 grams or 0.12 ounce. The palette is 12 months shelf life, and it is made in Canada. I think I did mention it. The lipsticks are also 12 months, and they are made in Canada as well. The first thing that impressed me, the first thing that I saw, is how beautiful the packaging is. Again, it has those links, like necklace links, and it's pretty heavy, and they are magnetic, which is nice. And so let me show you the shades. This one is Santa Fe, and then Poppy is a bright orange, which of course I couldn't skip. It does have on the lid the emblem of Olivia's brand, and this is what the shade looks like. Beautiful. Usually what I do, like I say most of my videos, when I do a bold eye look, I try to do a really subtle lipstick. but I am gonna swatch both in the back of my hand and also on my lips. I showed this on my Instagram, so I showed them there first. So if you don't follow me yet on Instagram, the link is down below in the description box. It always is, for you guys to go follow me there, because that's where I post most of the time. In general is where I first post swatches and everything and new makeup that comes out. So these are the shades swatched in the back of my hand. Even though Santa Fe is the lightest of the two, I think Poppy will go best with my look. But I'll swatch both on the lips. Let's do Santa Fe first. They don't have any scent whatsoever. And they're matte lipsticks, but they apply really buttery. They just glide it out. So I think they're going to be really good on my dry lips. And I also like the shape. It has like that pointy top that just helps you like glide on your lips. It feels so nice. It feels a little bit like powdery, but it's not powdery, of course, but it's that feeling of like that powdery just lips that just hugs your lips. That's what I'm trying to say. It just stays right in there. And they are matte, but they don't feel matte. They feel really, really, really good. Really, really pretty. I'm gonna take it off now and try Poppy. I'm loving it. Such a beautiful, beautiful orange. And again, it feels so good. I think this is the color I'm gonna stay with for this look. Although I normally like to use lighter colors when I have a bold eye look, but I think this just looks beautiful. I don't want to take it off. And you know, even it was a little bit it is a little bit bold for me, but I think the colors, the eyeshadow colors, are just beautiful. They bring out the little green that I have in my eyes and my eye shade. My eyes are hazel, but sometimes they have like little specks of green. It brings out the green of my eyes. I think this eye look will be perfect like for the fall and the winter, not much spring and summer, but I still think it's really, really pretty. Next time I know not to use the matte eyeshadow, at least not for the creasing. I could use it for the waterline. I'll figure it out next time that I use this palette again, but I think it's beautiful. The lipsticks are gorgeous. The foundation, I think with time it got a little bit better. Like it's still a little bit creasing here, a little bit creasing, but it does feel really soft. It does cover my little red spots, but it doesn't look heavy on my skin, and it feels really, really light. But this is just my point of view. I'm not 100% comfortable because I'm not used to doing eyeshadow looks that are this bold, but let me know in the comments below if you like the way it came out, if you think I should have done something differently, or what should I try next time. Let me know in the comments below what you think of all these items, and also if you used any of the products that I mentioned today, please let me know in the comments below. Overall, I like it. I love the lipstick. I think it's my favorite of the whole look, and the mascara actually is also very, very nice. So this is my video for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.